Now, seriously, if you can't get credit in my store, you can't get credit anywhere. My name is Mark, and you can count on it.
540, join.
Join the fun. All have some.
Blow it up now, give it a whack. Turn up the fun with Balzac. Hit it.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
Later, you know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right.
Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a Matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Cause you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today.
Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you.
This fall. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. This week we have a special, 3-time special guest, Mr. 98% Right all the time, also known as King David himself. Welcome in.
Blessings.
How are you doing, David? What you been playing?
I'm fantastic. I've been playing Demon Slayer. We had got a interview with Demon Slayer 2 with Sega when we was at Summer Games Fest, and that parlayed into them saying, well, you know, to get geared up to be playing that, you got to be playing the first one. So they send us the first one. So me and Attic have a bet on who's going to be able to beat who inside part 2. So right now I'm streaming that on Frontline Gaming Streams. Also playing Death Stranding 1 Director's Cut. Absolutely loving that game. Never played it when it first came out. So I'm loving that now. And I'm getting ready to play Donkey Kong tomorrow. Actually, I just submitted for that right now. So that'll be streaming tomorrow immediately.
Since you're playing Death Stranding, let's get one of the myths out of the way. Is it boring for the first 5 hours?
Oh, absolutely not. Well, it depends on where you are in your life. A lot of times people tell you that Kojima is fake deep, right? And I just say you half woke, because the information that he's giving you, you have to pay thousands of dollars to get that information if you're on that journey in life. Now, a lot of people probably won't ever understand half of the stuff that he's talking about, because what he's talking about is a lot of esoteric stuff, a lot of higher mind conscious stuff, and then in between, he's leaving you chips for like Buddhism, Stoicism, and stuff like that. So if you're on that path, then you're going to see it and acknowledge it and just hail him as probably one of the best truth sayers that we got in the business. If you're not on that path, a lot of that stuff is going to miss you, and you're going to say, oh, well, he thinks that he's smart. Right. If that's where your level of intelligence is, that's exactly where you're going to catch the game at. So the higher your intelligence level or spirituality is at any point, or your knowledge of what's going on, that's where you're going to meet him at. And I think the game is an incredible game.
Well done. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got ourselves a demonstration of why he is 98% right. Right? This was
There's a
clearly
reason
one of
Loke's
those
off the camera
moments
for this.
of
Goodness
him.
gracious. Goodness gracious. he
The smile
feels
on
so
my face.
warm
God
and fuzzy
damn.
after that. I don't want you to give him any more respect. Like, I don't care if you respected the proper person. You don't need to give him that much happiness. I'm not feeling it because all he's gonna do from now on is use exactly what you just got done saying before you got here. Oh man, I don't like people using my state. Well, he gonna use the hell out of that.
I mean, if it's a true statement, then I'd say use it, right? Because I've heard a lot of people say the reason why I can say it in that manner. Before playing the game, I disrespected the game. I said that the game was a walking sim. I didn't care about delivering packages. The delivery of the packages is a metaphor of life inside the game. If you actually look at it, after what he gets to, but
Telling you, Ken, you gotta stop this.
but
Loke is eating this up right now.
But you got to look at how much.
I need a cigarette and a towel.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, like, you got to look at how much he respects the lowest form of work in America with that is highly disrespected, right? In the world, delivery service is the lowest form that is highly disrespected. But in the game that he has, he made that service the most valuable, most courageous, prize-worthy service that you could ever give. And then in the game, if you really looked at the game, the non-killing, the non-lethal aspect of it, it has repercussions if you do happen to have deleted someone. The small nuke, if you will, and I'm just like dumbing it down for some people that may not get it. The small nuke that you will, if you don't take that body and incinerate the body after you have done this or after they have expired. The reason why he uses the small nuke as a metaphor is because that's what happens when somebody is deleted out of people's lives. It leaves a large space, right? So he wants you to feel the weight of your actions by taking that body yourself to the crematorium. Now, when you get to the crematorium, you got to look at it. You place them in the ground, and it's like a small ceremony by yourself while you're feeling the weight of your actions. But even after the person is deleted and incinerated and the ashes go in the air, it still leaves a dead zone in the ozone because those, no matter how much you atone for whatever that sin was, it can never be given back to the earth in the proper form because that person never got a chance to get past to wherever they journeyed.
And I can't even deny I like the way that you're reading this game because because I said the same stuff to Loke when I first played Death Stranding. When I first played Death Stranding, the first one,
right?
I was playing it in a party chat with a bunch of people,
right?
You know, right? So I wasn't like really catching the drift of everything. And then Loke was like, "Bro, it ain't that bad, bro. You got to give it a second shot." And then it came onto PC Game Pass, and at that point, I was like, you know, like the 3080 was still pretty dang tough at that point, and the game was optimized fantastically by 505 Games when they pushed it over for Xbox, and I gave it a try. I was getting like 150 FPS in that, and when Low Roar came on for the first time, and I wasn't in a party chat.
Yeah,
it both changed me and Matt's because Matt can attest to this, our perspective on that entire game.
I was a lot like King David in the sense of like I was pretty excited for the game initially up until there was like it was after like the last trailer for the game. There was like an interview with Kojima,
right?
And they were like I forget who it was with, but they were trying to ask him like, "What's the game about?" And he said like, I can't remember exact quote, but he said, and what he said, "I don't really know."
He plays them great.
Yes, and I was like, "Wait, how do you not know?" And then I just joined on the bandwagon. I joined on the bandwagon of, oh, it's just a walking sim. I'm never going to play that. It's boring. It's garbage. Whatever. Same thing as Ham. It came to PC Game Pass. I was like, I'll give it a shot. I gave it a shot, and I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
Makes so
See,
much sense now.
if you're a 33-degree Mason or somebody that studies the unseen, you can't say directly, right? But you can show. So by showing, and the first 4 hours, because this is why they got mad at me on Iron Lords. They said, "Oh, now you've seen the coming of Christ." I'm like, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is, in that first 4 hours,
Yeah,
he
low.
showed you information that people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for, but he understood the audience that only like 5% of the audience is going to get exactly what he's saying, right? And then you got 80% of the audience that is going to play the game as a game, right? And then you got the upper echelon that is gonna probably get some and then gotta go back. I gotta go back and play that part. There's a reason why Sam Porter Bridges doesn't have a belly button. There's a reason why they use bridge babies. There's a reason why they call bridge babies. There's a reason why that they're taken from still unalive women, and that's where the babies come from, because they're bridging the gap from the here and the then, right? The unseen, and is a reason why when you're walking, and it's just so many different things that he's done that I said he has to be protected, because the information that you're given, if the people actually start to understand what you're doing and then actually start to see it, could you imagine if everybody, if Death Stranding is a college course, and then you understand the gravitas in this college course of about thou shalt not kill. And I'm just going to go for the small part. I'm going to go for the low hanging fruit. Thou shalt not kill, right? And this is a college course taught across the world. Now that is evangelized by other kids, and imagine that is the catalyst for that change to happen. I honestly believe that the man took a bold step in where he was at. I think Konami was his shackle. I seen him unshackled from Konami because I guess they asked him to deliver a game that it was a military type game, and racking up bodies in that game kind of went against whatever his core was at that time. And I could see the conflict that he had with them. So you got to look at the game that he made after them and the games that he made with them. The game that he made after them without any shackles on him is a game that is absolutely counter to what he was talking about when he was with Konami. And then you got to see a lot of people didn't take to that game. So from what I'm seeing from two, didn't play two at all yet, he added some of that stuff to make people feel satiated. But I'm pretty sure those are non-lethal weapons getting into part two, in my opinion. Haven't played part two yet, but I'm just saying from that small aspect of it, he can form change to make people understand the gravitas of thou shalt not kill. And I just respect that as a whole.
All hail God Jima. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, King. Thank you so much. That was 15 minutes of gold. This episode has now been sanctified by the greatness of Hideo Kojima.
Oh my
Appreciate you.
god.
Appreciate you.
There you go.
You know what? If I had known this was gonna be such a legendary opening, I'd have gone dressed. I'd have gone dressed. All right. All right. Oh man.
Man.
Matt, do your intro. I need to get my cigarette. I need to get my towel and
You
just
take
towel
your
down.
time,
I
bud.
need to relax
You
right
pull
now.
yourself together, get your head on straight.
Liz,
Um, I,
whew,
I
I am
mean, geez.
celebrating and everything. Matt, what you been playing? How you been doing? Go ahead.
See, I've been good. I've been playing all sorts of stuff. I'm playing Battlefront 2. I just started playing that because my buddy Mike got me into it, and I've been really enjoying that. I mean, Boneworks in VR, Skyrim in VR. I just pre-ordered the RoboCop Rogue City sequel that comes out tomorrow, I believe, or tonight. I think it might actually come out tonight. Um, I don't know, man. I'm playing a lot of stuff. I'm playing too many things as usual.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Am, what you been playing? How you doing?
I've been mentally
just getting thrashed and having a great time in the process of it. I'm gonna enlarge my screen a little bit. I got yesterday for an early birthday gift because I didn't want them to sell out. I didn't know how fast they were going to sell out. I got the Xbox edition of the Meta Quest.
There we go, brother.
Right? Because I always stand on business when it comes to Xbox.
I can't see you on the screen.
I see his screen showing another screen.
Oh, like on the bottom.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
You guys don't see my screen?
No. Like, yeah, I see at the bottom. I see you. There you go.
You see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no! Have I been gone this entire time?
Yeah.
No.
Damn,
I thought you were there.
I didn't know that. It shows that I was there on my screen. But yeah, here it is right here. Got the whole, the shebang going, the new sticks, everything all Xboxed out.
Yeah,
I rock with it. I love
the controller. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love it. Controller right here. I haven't even used it yet. But,
so sick.
But there it is right there. It's real clean.
Is that an Xbox? Is that Meta Quest an Xbox? Is it an Xbox?
Oh, you know it is, sir. You know it is.
Yes. See, the problem is it is an Xbox because it is skewed as Xbox. You saw that controller that he picked up? This is how they slick, right? This is how all those are going to be counted as an Xbox when it's sold. Those controllers is only found in that device. So technically, it's an Xbox skewed item that's being sold in that manner. So all the sales numbers is going to reflect that. That's ingenious. Now, up to anybody's thought process to say if it's an Xbox or not.
See that?
But the placing that controller there, because you got to think about it. Placing it there was the part that made it an Xbox because it's already paired to your device immediately when you get it. So you turn it on and immediately it already goes to your Xbox and all that other stuff. Your Xbox screen and your controller already works. So that within itself makes it innately an Xbox. Now, is it a flat Xbox device? Yeah, it's a flat 2D Xbox device if you're playing Game Pass through it. But if you want to play the games that are designed for the Quest 3, those games is fully functioning VR and AR games, and enjoy.
Let me keep it a buck on how I've been using it lately. I've just plugged it into my PC for the most part and just been playing games with it on there and also just kind of screwing around with it through there because it works the best when it's directly connected and stuff like that. And I have a ton of games to play through there. I don't have the best. I have a decent direct connection here where I get over like 500 megs, but the actual like Wi-Fi is like on the opposite side of the house. So like whenever I try to do any sort of like remote or Steam Link or something like that, it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's garbage. But as for it working with the direct connection, or if I'm near the Wi-Fi, because it works great. I really like it. The see-through mode is probably the best part of it.
See-through pass-through. Yeah,
that pass-through. Oh man, because I have the Meta Quest 2 as well, and the pass-through was black and white, and it was just really grainy to the point where it kind of gave you a little bit of motion sickness a little bit. But this one, it still has a little bit of graininess to it, but it's so easy to see and pass through that I could literally use my cell phone and stuff like that while using the pass-through mode. See everything around me, step over things properly. I mean, I can get from one side of the house to the other side of the house without bumping into anything. It's really nice. Really nice. For the price, I'd say it's actually pretty good because a lot of people were saying, the 3S, you could have got that for like $250 or $300, $250 on Prime days and whatnot. But MSRP is at $300. But a lot of people forget about it comes with a controller and it also comes with this
Game Pass.
rest of this headset piece right here.
Yeah, it comes with the Elite strap.
Yeah, which the 3S, which Matt bought, does not come with that actual fitted head cap piece. So I know that
And
thing retails at like
Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, it comes with that as well. But I know that thing, the like head strap thing, retails around like $50 to $70, and then the controller itself is like 60 $60 depending on what they want to like. If special edition usually goes for around 70.
Yep.
So I mean, if you remember seeing that recycle controller, that thing was like $90. That was nuts. But anyways, all in all, I think it's a pretty good deal, and it offers exactly what I wanted out of it. I just need to get better Wi-Fi. that's really it.
As long as you're happy with whatever your purchase is, and you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it a potato if you want. You can call it a spaceship if you like. It's your money, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's my stuff.
This is a solo sport, brother.
Yeah. Solo sport. I like
but yeah, you were asking me what I've been playing, though. I just told you the hardware that I was using. So, I mean, I played some Skyrim VR on here yesterday for a little while. Matt helped me get it set up with some of the the mods and stuff like that set up on it, so I can grab people by the face and shake them. Actually, did that in the game, and it was fantastic because the regular game, the vanilla version of it, the vanilla version of it is pretty tough. Like it's not great. And it was great with all the mods and stuff like that. I was like slapping people in the face and stuff like it was just it was a good time. Other than that,
was that all you were slapping him? Was that all you were slapping?
What's that?
This is a safe space.
I slapping people in the face.
Were you just slapping people in the face?
Yeah, just in the face. Ain't nothing. Hey, look, I ain't like you, man. I ain't doing no freaky things. Anyways,
we're not some made of iron. All right.
I also played some. Man, you gonna let me talk? Or you gonna keep being nasty? Anyways,
I'm not being nasty.
Anyways,
just being honest.
I also played some College Football 26 for a little while. I was just on the 10-hour trial. I didn't purchase the game yet, just because I'm not really ready to purchase that game quite yet. It just hasn't hit what I wanted. I know it's a big game. Everyone's talking about it. Everybody's loving it. But for me, myself, I have my own particular needs that I want that game to be at or have before I spend $70 for it. Now, if it goes on sale for like $50 or something like that, I'll use them Xbox rewards and then I'll knock it out. But as of right now, I'm just going to wait for a little bit of a sale because there is still a little bit of issues with those rollouts that people aren't just comfortably just not talking about at all. So it is what it is there. Also been playing a little bit Death Stranding 2 since I beat the first one a couple years back. It's pretty good. I don't feel like I'm in the right mood to play that game right now, though. I kind of feel like I'm always kind of on the go and I'm not really in the mood to just sit down and just chill with a story. So with that being said, Dune Awakening has been really nice to me still. I've been still cracking on that game and trying to get people to get in there and get down with me on that game. But I've been for the most doing what my name is, and going ham solo in that game. It is what it is. So.
Is it still your game of the year?
It's still my favorite game that I played this year. It's just so much. It's like if I were to say like Ark is my game of the year. It's no matter how much I love the game, it's tough when you are in the middle of the desert single. When everybody else got like teams of like 6 or 7 or 10 or something like that. It's tough trying to keep up and stuff like that. But I still really enjoy it, and it's the best survival game I played since like 2015 when Ark was in game preview before it even like was really a developed game completely. That game came out real rough. This game came out pretty good.
Stand in the desert, Ham.
What's that?
I would say stay right there in the desert, because that's why people rock up to TSWS. It's why people follow you on Twitter and stuff, because they want to hear what you think. So just following the herd is not going to do it, in my opinion. In my humble opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean I've
we'll
never been good at herding. I've never been good at following any sort of herd. Never been.
Facts.
Speaking of herding, I haven't been playing much video games because of my recent career change. Uh, it's been rough in terms of time to play video games. But I did finish WRC 7 on
Oh,
Sunday, I think. I finished WRC and I'm very happy. Now I'm moving on to 8. Hopefully I'll finish it before the end of next month. Then we can knock out 9 and 10 during this year. We'll see. We'll see. Hello to everyone in the chat. Fuzzy, Ray Chi,
I told you, Matt.
Ron Slusher says Donkey
Oh.
Kong is naked. Big Mad Mo. Who else? Fark, welcome in, Fark. Matthew Hum as well. Matthew says NCAA 26 gonna regret not putting Huskers on the cover. It's our year. Also, I owe Ham an apology. The Ascent is actually good. I just didn't give it a chance the first go
yeah,
round.
the
The
sense
first
is
go round,
crazy.
it was rough.
Yeah.
I don't judge you, Matthew. It was full of bugs. You know what? It's still full of bugs.
Yeah,
Me, Matt, and Cozy tried
I
to
don't
play
think they fixed anything on that thing.
Well, again, Mr. 98% right. Last week, me, Matt, and Cozy tried to play it, and we had lots of connection issues. So, you know what? King's right again. They didn't do much on that. Again, the game is still very rough.
Yeah.
It's still good, no doubt.
It's a dope
good,
game, though.
But yo,
It's a
they
really
still
fun
do
game.
much in this game. They have,
You would wish they would be like
Xbox-
a GSC world and actually, no matter what the condition is, make sure that their game and take pride in the game being completely finished for everybody that did purchase the game to actually make sure that you can get a cent to at least. If not, just respect the gamer that respected you, right? I think everybody should do that. But
yeah, that would be nice.
like, who
That
am
would
I,
be
right?
nice.
I'm just a consumer.
Look at this guy. Also, Mr. 98% humble. Look at him. Xbox Lord Chaos
98%
78, well, Admin, Dave Reezy, Stanley Francois. What it do? Comment ça va? Welcome in, Stanley. All right. The intros are good. Oh, only took us 30 minutes. Let's get into it. Donkey Kong Bananza, spelt Bananza, has
Not to
a
be mistaken for the
90
show.
Metacritic score. It is a must play according to Metacritic. Essentially, it's getting extremely high scores. We're talking 95 from Area Juegos. We're talking 90 on the Switch rating. Okay, sure. Daily Star gives it 100. IGN gave it 10 out of 10. Deserto gave it an 80 out of 100, which was weird. Point is, people are loving this game. King, have you played this game? From what you've seen, do you think it deserves this score? Are you excited? What are your thoughts on these extremely high ratings?
Well, I just submitted for content right now, so I should be getting the money or the code by at least 9 p.m. tonight. So whenever because the game launches tomorrow. So yeah, I'm super excited for it. This is my only reason why I brought this thing. I purchased this thing for that. Right, so this is the only reason why.
What a console!
It's it's the only reason why I even got that console because I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. I like monkeys in general, so I'm just a weirdo like that. I think they're absolutely phenomenal, from Ape Escape to all type of monkey games. Like, so I got a theory about a lot of stuff with this. I'm upset that they don't have Diddy Kong in the game, but again, it is what it is. We'll figure it out later. Maybe they do have him inside the game. Maybe you can take this girl off his back and replace him with other characters. Could be possible. I don't know. I'll see when I play it. But the game itself, to me, looks like what the Switch 2 was made for. Every game needs to have that. I mean, every console launch need to have that like tech demo to show you exactly what they can do. The destructible world shows me that this really couldn't have been done on the Switch 1. So that's why I brought a Switch 2. I didn't buy a Switch 2 to play hybrid Switch 1 games. No, I want to play an experience on the Switch 2 that I can only get there and not affordable on Switch 1. So this game looks like that. And I love platforming, especially 3D platforming games. Astrobot was phenomenal, and I just want to play more of it. And I think they should have more respect when it comes to it. So it's good to see it getting great scores.
All right, good stuff. King is one of the most excited people on the planet. Buying a console for one game?
Yep.
Amazing. That is all
Because they
right.
didn't
Those
show
are
anything else, right? What
crazy hype.
they didn't show you anything. I mean, listen, I'm a video game junkie. First of all, I'm not going to sit there. First part of learning to deal with your drug of choice is acceptance, right? I accept I'm going to go buy a ROG Ally, right? I accept I'm Xbox ROG Ally. So when somebody tells me it's $1,000, I said, well, that's a sport that you need to worry about it, because when you go in the store looking for price tags, I think you need to up your job. Don't worry about me, worry about you. When I go grab the VR,
God damn.
I don't know if it's worth the money. Maybe for you, that's your business. Don't worry about me, worry about you. Because when I went in there, I didn't see you on my tax returns to have an input, right? I really didn't care. So when I went and go get that, I'm happy with that. When I got the Switch, I played this thing like 3 times, right? I really don't care for the Mario Kart like that, and I really don't care. But I'm going to be busting my behind in Donkey Kong, and until like Metroid comes out or something else like that. But it didn't really show me anything. But the acceptance part to it is when you have it, whatever game shows up, you can't miss it. You can't worry about getting ready if you're ready already. I will have everything that drops out. When dudes told me that, oh, the PlayStation 5 Pro wasn't worth the price, that's for you, because you didn't have the TV and the setup for it. I did, and I've been waiting for it for a long time. Shout out to me for making sure as soon as it came out, I got that. Yeah, people talk about, well, it was only $6.99. Oh, I guess you didn't count taxes. I guess you didn't count the disk drive. I guess you didn't count the stand, and actually another game. But mine's was $900. But don't worry about me, worry about you. And then when it comes to all the Series X's that I got in the house, listen, I know what I like to play with, and I know how hard I work. So I'm gonna go as hard as I want, and if it's one game, 2 games, or if it's no games until the game shows up, it's gonna be there. But I know as a video game junkie, it wasn't gonna miss me. You think I was gonna miss out on everybody's excitement? Is a great thing unboxing new tech. It's a wonderful thing, and I love that feeling. Now, some people say, I'll wait until the next shipment comes out, or just say you don't have the funds to accommodate the situation at the moment. Just say financially, you're not in a position
God
to make
damn.
that situation happen. Just the same way people will hate on other consoles. And I will never buy an Xbox. Does your wallet say that, or do you say that? I mean, just let me know where you at with it, so I could know how to properly respond, and then that way it'll all go good. But nah, a lot of times you get a people that will hate on somebody's situation based off of where they are financially.
King, I'm pretty sure we follow each other on Twitter. I will send you my bank account number. I'll send you my address. I am a humble African living in a third world country. Whenever you're feeling generous, bro. Whenever you're feeling
I
generous.
didn't say I was rich, right? Okay, so listen.
God damn, bro. You sure sound like it.
No. Okay, so
Bro, I'm about to move my family to your basement, bro.
Listen. It's not about being rich. It's about being very responsible with what your hobby is. I game on Game Pass, right? So and I paid my Game Pass all the way up to 2030. So my Game Pass is already paid for. As far as it can go, that's as far as it's going to go. Every time I can add more, I'll add more to it, right? If I buy it on CD keys or something like that, you get it very cheap. But you got to look at how much you're going to spend. So on Xbox, I'm saving absolute money. I'm not really buying no games for PlayStation because now they said they're going to put out 1 game a year, right? So I'm like, thank you. I appreciate you, right? So I got 1 game a year from them. All right. I podcast, I do shows so I can take my hobby to fund my hobby. Also, I gave everybody a life hack. Get a Discover card. Get a Discover Platinum card. You take that card and you buy everything with it. You pay your mortgage, you pay your rent, pay your car note, pay your electric bill, pay everything. And every month you take your rewards points and you convert that over to GameStop dollars. Every month you take out $100, $200 and keep doing it. Every time you pay something, you're going to get that money. It's free money, right? Because you're going to convert your rewards into cash. You were doing it anyway. You were going to pay that stuff anyway. Why pay it from your bank account? Why pay it from your checking? Why pay it with another card? Pay it with something that's going to give you back. Discover card, and this is like a promo for Discover. Discover gives you the most reward points back off of the purchases that you do have. And if you go out to eat, you could check your restaurants, enable the code for it. When you swipe, you get an extra 5%, get an extra 2%. And then that way you look like you're balling when you broke as hell, right? Be honest with you, or use the Best Buy, and when you go get your VR, you get it interest free. You get the rewards points back, and after you stack up enough rewards points, you're able to go and get free items. So all I'm doing is just using a system that allows me to use it modestly, working on a budget and not getting outside of my budget, and understanding that this is a solo sport. So I do what I can when I can, but I put myself in position months ahead, knowing what I want before it shows up, so I'm not surprised.
If everybody could do me a quick favor, hit that like button.
TSWS brought to you by Discover Card.
Hold on, Loke.
We get percentage.
Can y'all hear me?
Much, King. Thank you.
Yeah.
Responsive now.
All right, cool. Because Loke just acting like he can't hear.
Loke's just steamrolling you.
Yeah, I know, just being a dick. But anyways, do us a favor.
I'm trying to
hit
get
that
sponsored.
like button, subscribe, share this suck out. If you on Twitter, share this suck out. Facebook, Instagram, it don't matter. Share this suck out. Show us some love, support. We appreciate y'all out there. Yeah. Anyways, continue, Loke.
No, go ahead. Tell us about the high scores on Donkey Kong. What are your thoughts? Are you looking forward to it? Do you even care?
I mean, I care for when I get the Switch 2. As of right now, I'm different than King. I'm not looking to get this or to run out and get this day one. I've been, and I've said this on previous podcasts, I've been having kind of a hard time with getting certain things day one. And some of it has to do with, me not just just wanting to fly off the rail and just spend on random stuff, because I got to work a regular job and everything like that. I ain't balling out of control like that. But at the same time, I've also had some things kind of bite me in the past where I'm like looking to play something. Like I was looking to get that college football game and I had the game crash on me multiple times, had some issues with it. I just ain't ready to spend $70 day one to get something that's been not really doing what I want it to do from
stepped on.
Yeah, essentially just like, them saying, hey, yeah, we need to patch this or update coming out soon and all this other stuff. It's just like, man, I'll just wait a little while for y'all to get some stuff done with the game and whatnot, and then I'll support it when I'm ready. It's not that I'm not telling anybody not to get the game, because I think the game's dope. I just think that they have some things that they need to work on, and I will pay for it when I find it at a price that is worth it to me personally. And I don't think that should be dogged on anybody. But anyways, as for this game, I'd be looking forward to it as soon as I get a Switch 2. A game that I'm one of the games I'm looking forward to coming to Switch 2 that may help me get into it a little quicker is that Metroid game that's supposed to be coming out for it. Mm-hmm. I really want to see what that looks like with that. Also, it really interests me on seeing all the third-party support that they get. And I know that I usually play on Xbox for the most part, but there are certain games that have that ability to where you can, transfer your save over from from Xbox to PlayStation or from Xbox to Nintendo or whatever. So I'm going to be looking forward to Switch 2 having certain games that I can maybe get on my PlayStation and or Xbox to then have as another system that I can have portable. and stuff like that, because I love I love my portable systems. I'm looking out for the ROG Ally, the Xbox One that's coming out. I mean, I can't wait for that sucker. But like, if some things start coming out for the Switch 2 sooner than the ROG Ally, which I doubt, then I might bend the knee and going ahead and get the going ahead and get the Switch 2. But right now, I really think that the first handheld that I'm going to get in the near future is going to probably be the Xbox ROG Ally, just because it's so beneficial for the way I play.
All right. Fair enough.
This game looks great. This game looks great. I love the destruction. I've been hearing people hate on it because of like the frames kind of dropping and stuff like that, with some of the performance issues and whatnot. And I'm not that surprised. There's so much destruction and stuff going on. I'm not surprised that something like the Switch has some I mean, it's not running off of a PC or anything like that, right? So it's I'm not surprised that there are some performance issues. I'm kind of happy a little bit that they are, because it kind of shows me that Nintendo's really pushing this product. So I mean, performance issues are never a great thing to see, but like in a game where when I'm destroying stuff left and right, usually in games where I used to be able to make massive destruction, my whole point was to make the game jitter and judder and whatnot. Like I wasn't completely enthralled with Vampire Survivors until I seen my Xbox sweating, and I was like, "Oh shit, this screen going nuts! This is dope." So like, I mean, there's been some times where some performance issues have happened. Borderlands is another thing. I used to shut down my Xbox with Borderlands. So like, people want to talk about like, oh man, I'm breaking everything in sight and my game is dropping in performance. It's like, yeah, that'll happen.
All right. Well, I'm just definitely with you with the whole ROG Ally, Xbox, whatever over the Switch. Because
I know
I'm not saying
you are not
I'm
a
not
Nintendo
saying
guy.
That's yeah, but also, I'm not condoning piracy, right? I'm not condoning piracy. I'm just saying,
but
this game will probably be fine. It'll probably be fine on a ROG LIX. I'm just saying.
I'm not condoning piracy, but this game would run great on a thing that you'd have to illegally download it on. I'm not condoning it.
Oh my god! All right, Matt.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to Donkey Kong? What are your thoughts on the reviews, etc., etc.?
So I'm not a huge Nintendo guy. I said it before, I would like a reason to want to get a Nintendo Switch. Because, like, I look at the Switch 2 right now, and I feel like my first purchase when I get a Switch 2 would probably be CyberPunk. And I own that everywhere already. Okay. So I'm like, I'm really excited for Metroid Prime 4. I'm very excited for that. But outside of that, I don't have a ton to be really enthralled with about Nintendo at the moment. This looks cool. I know, like, I'm not surprised by the reviews. I'll say that. It's Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong's they always seem to nail Donkey Kong, so it's not very surprising to me. It looks like a cool game. I like the destruction and everything. I love games that let you do stuff like that. Maybe whenever I do get a Switch 2, whenever that may be, probably when Metroid Prime 4 comes around, then maybe I'll pick up Donkey Kong as well, but I'm not in a huge rush at the moment.
Stop being poor, man. Stop being poor. I am Cells says I feel the same.
Buddy, I just got my Quest 3. I just got my Quest 3S and I bought a bass guitar like a month. I need to chill. I just got to chill for a little bit.
That's right. Know your limits, brother.
All right.
Yeah, I bought this headset instead of getting a GPU, so I feel you, Matt. I feel you. I was like, man, GPU prices are going down. Let me see how far how low can you go before I run out and go get one? Let me just cop this Xbox thing right now. Because my wife was like, how about you just go ahead and get the GPU? Because I got, the 900, the 9800 X3D chip, motherboard, and RAM already set to build the PC. The wife was like, go ahead and get the GPU right now. And I was like, I don't think you so certain about them prices right now. Like, I'm not finna go drop near $3,000 for a GPU right now to support that 9800X. Let me just wait a little bit, see what comes on sale. And plus, they're and I mean, my wife ain't got her ear to the ground like that, but like I'm looking at possibly like, are they gonna drop that 5080 Ti? Something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, there are leaks. There are leaks like 5070s, like 5070 Super, 5080 Super, and like 5070 Super is like, if I got this right, it's like 16 gigabytes. 5080 Ti or Super, whichever one it is like 24 gigabytes.
Or you can wait for the PlayStation 6 and get a 7090 is equivalent to a 7090.
Yeah, there you go.
Stop it.
There you go.
My goodness. All right. But like, nah, man.
I don't know.
No, I'm looking at that 5080 Ti though, because that could possibly save me between $500 to $700.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not in a mad rush.
Or being that you're a tech guy, you can go get sponsored and don't have to pay anything and actually get it because you work in the space. Just saying.
Hey, brother, I need some classes. I need to take some King David classes so I can figure out how to do this.
I was sitting there giving you gems all day long, getting the hustle game higher. So, and I see you implemented that, sir, and I respect that. So you know exactly. I tell you exactly what to do. If that's where you work at, make sure that your work pay for your work. There's a lot of stuff here that, thank you, God. That's it. Just sponsors look for people all day, especially somebody in Africa. Golly, boy. All
right, I'm gonna pack my bag. Let me
Could
pack
you
my bag.
imagine you in Africa doing an unboxing for MetaQuest, whatever? Could you imagine what that looked like for them? The look is crazy. Oh man, I'm just saying.
You better reach out. Look.
All right. Yeah. In the background. This man got me stuttering, man. Rachie celebrates 24 months being a member. Thank you so much for the continued support, Rachie. Really appreciate you. Says SpongeBob talks more about the universe than Death Stranding 2. All right, settle down, brother. Settle down. We appreciate the support, all right? But there's no Kojima slander on TSWS. Not while I'm here, all right? Not while I'm here. Settle down.
As long as it's
all right, so everyone's had their word on Donkey Kong. Personally, I think I've said it several times. I don't care much for Nintendo. Maybe I need to become more partial to them after I finish my course with King David, and I need to start unboxing Nintendo products. Yo, if you guys want to call me a shill or fake, I don't care. 6 months from now, I'll be praising Nintendo to the high heavens. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. No scruples.
Let it be known.
No scruples.
Let it be known.
Heavy business,
This
man.
man is sellable. He has a price. All right, bite me.
Right. Let it be known.
Oh my God!
Look said I'm a fraud to the Lord. Fuck
it. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't care. Stanley says, "Don't tell me Loke has big thinking is in Africa. Come on, man. This has to stop. The jig is up. King. Please, don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to Ham. Don't listen to Matt. Don't listen to anyone from the TSWS family.
What?
I am literally in Mozambique right now. I promise you.
He's in Human Boss. He's in Halo 2 right now.
My accent is real. My accent is real.
I wouldn't care if you was giving an interview from Ohio. Wherever Nintendo think you are, you will be. You got green screen. You make it happen.
Yeah,
I'm
look.
giving
There you
you
go,
the
Bust out that green
brain,
screen
bro.
again.
Listen,
Put that green screen out in your backyard.
All
Sell
right.
that desert.
do you know how many people was upset with Xbox sending consoles to PlayStation people?
Oh
And
yeah.
they were doing the unboxing, but see, people don't get the hustle, right? First of all, none of the stuff that we do right here is for free. I'm gonna be real with you. We get members, we get super chats, we're donating time. So YouTube is free, right? Yeah, YouTube is free, but we're working a job, and let's keep it a bean. But also along the way, what you're building is building relationships to get closer to the games that you love, right? And the consoles that you love. But along in building that relationships, you're talking to the tech department, and they will honor your reviews ahead of time. So we're talking about reviews for a game. Why aren't we getting the reviews for said game ahead of time? Because we didn't build that relationship. We're in the same space that they're in. So we need to find a way to build those relationships and each one teach one and reach out to each other to give those relationship context to each other. So next time they ask for a review, oh, did you review Metroid? Well, I don't have a unit. Well, let's get that unit to you so you can review this game. That's how it happens. It happens just like that. So you ask, a closed mouth is never going to get fed. So always looking to eat, always, because we're not here for free. You think Ham wants to pay for that headset? Hell no. I don't want to pay for anything. Everything, bro. Shout out to HP for sending these Wonder HyperX headsets. It's a beautiful headset that goes great with my new setup upstairs that y'all about to see in a second. But being sponsored by people is the best thing because you get a chance to give a review on everything that you love. That's what we're about. So hit that like. Let's get those super chats up and let's share it out, everybody. Help us do the work to help us reach greater audience, to help us get sponsored. So everybody here, you can get a review from Ham Solo based off of stuff that you like. Let's get that to happen.
And let's help get this man back to Texas, to his homeland.
Oh, Ham, get
Look
that
at
off.
that.
Get that off.
Let's help this man get back to Wakanda, Texas, where he came from.
You talk about a
Oh, my
green
God.
screen. I mean, look at that. That's perfect.
Looking
Those
good,
trees
Lo.
aren't in Texas. Those trees aren't in Texas, Lo.
Y'all are disrespectful.
All right, so the joke king is that I think Texas is the best state in the U.S. And because I keep hopping on about Texas, they were like, "Ah, this guy must be Texan." Then the meme happened.
I mean, look at that.
Why
Now
do
I'm
you think
Texan. See,
Texas is the best state? Why? I'm just curious.
He's born and raised.
well, because it's the biggest state. No. Seriously. This is now a thing. Okay. Why is Texas the best state in the United States of America? Right?
Mhm.
Size matters. Don't let nobody lie to you. All right. That's why he's Mr. 98% right, not Mr. 15% right. All right. The higher the number, the better. All right. Size matters. Texas is Ham. Would you stop it? Would you please stop it? I'm trying. Okay, fine. Let me finish.
You're
I'm not
roping
even
us
looking at the
in.
screen.
I'm
gonna
just
finish my tirade.
excited.
Texas has the you know, speaking of roping, right? Texas has the biggest state, right? Size. Second, you guys are the biggest exporters. The US is the biggest exporter of their culture. There's no country on the planet that exports their culture more than the US and is as effective at exporting their culture than the US, right?
Well,
no one does it more than the US. And guess
but
what?
don't act like you don't support New York as well, because you definitely support New York.
Get the fuck out of here, man. What's this rubbish? You stop.
Hey,
yo! Don't we have a couple photos of him down in Vice City, Florida?
Hey, yo,
man,
y'all are some wild dudes, bro.
I remember seeing those.
I'll be listening to these fools.
Fantastic.
Listen.
Well, before Luke moved to Texas, he was crazy out in Miami, though.
He's nuts. Look at him, bro. He's nuts.
He was going nuts. He was on his Blige right there. He's on that Blige.
Oh my God. Y'all special.
All right. Are you done?
That's a good look for Luke.
Oh, Luke, should I be?
The
Because
guys look nice though.
because when you moved
anyway,
to Texas, you did get to go to a dope ass con out there, and you met your boy.
There you go.
I'm done. I'm absolutely done. The level of disrespect is crazy.
nice.
The fact that you got at least 15 news to get at him is even disrespectful within itself, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah, I'm done, look. I'm sorry.
It's sensational. I'm surprised that's not your profile photo. Look.
It gets worse every Friday. Every Friday it gets worse.
I'm gonna do you this favor.
So
listen, when I'm in Japan, if we get a chance to go to Kojima Studios and do the interview, I'm gonna figure out something to do something. I'll try something for you. I'll try something.
I will. That'll be the day I die.
See, this is Loke after he gets done talking to King David right here. This is Loke after you get done talking to King David.
Or the day that you live. Because if you think about it that way, because I'll try something. I'm not gonna say that I could do something not knowing the exact culture when I get there. I just gotta play the room when I get there. But if I could do something, I'ma do something.
This could be you, Loke.
Just tell me what time I need to be up.
This could be you.
Yeah, that could be me. King David, just tell me what time and I'll be up. I know there's a big time difference between Africa and Japan. I don't give a fuck. Just tell me between what time and what time I should be up and just wait. I'll wait. Promise.
I'm going live every
even
day.
If nothing happens, just the excitement.
I'm
even
going
if
live
nothing happens, just the excitement is
every day while I'm out there. So don't worry about that. Every day I'm gonna go live. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know how many people's gonna watch it. Probably like 2 people. I don't care. But it's gonna be up so people can check it. But I will tell if I'm doing a live interview and people can actually ask questions from remotely. Yo, you're bugging. Y'all are wild crazy. So that is actually racist. That's bad business.
God damn it. Really, Ham?
I've never seen that.
You're crazy. But I'm gonna be doing that, so I'll definitely reach out. I'll reach out.
All right. Appreciate that. Going back to Texas. It's the biggest size, the U.S. exports culture, and there's nothing more famous in America than cowboys. All right? Not the football team, because fuck them, right? I'm talking about the actual Cowboys. I'm a Raider fan. Point is, Texas is the best state. Yes.
Exactly. That's like me saying, that's like me saying Ohio's the best state. Just because I live there, just because you live there doesn't make it.
Oh, come on.
Thing.
All right, let's get back to
moving on.
Games, man.
Moving on.
Yeah.
This is out of control, man.
What we got next,
I live there. All right. Ham sent me this. Tom Warren says Microsoft is bringing its stream your own game. So, quote, stream your own game, close quote, feature to its Xbox PC app. More than 250 Xbox console games are supported for streaming, in addition to titles from Game Pass. So, before you guys go, I just want to quickly add my little salt on this one. I'm not happy about the quantity of game. Because 250 is not even 10%, I think, of games on Xbox. But you know what?
Yeah.
The same way everyone said it's only 4 games, now it seems to be all games. The 250 to me indicates we're probably going to get more as time goes by, and we're not going to get the ones that that they don't get to before they get delisted or all that legal stuff comes up with, like copyright of songs and all this other stuff. So it's a good start, not a great start, but it's a good start and indicates great things going forward in terms of Xbox integrating with PC.
We'll put it this way: it's at 250 now. They just start. I mean, it's at 250 now, but they started that list. It was at 50, and that was like That was like at the end. Was it the end of last year or the beginning of this year? I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, from 50 to 250 in that short amount of time, it's gonna keep growing though, for sure. For sure, gonna keep growing.
Yeah, yeah. King, what are your thoughts on this stream ability here that Tom Warren is reporting on? Stream your own game.
Okay, so I reported about this back when Xbox, Microsoft was at the GDC. They had 7 days of talking to developers and explaining that strategy. So Microsoft and Xbox moves on a 369 strategy. 369 meaning the overall arcing of what the company encompass. But if your product can't do trifecta, which as other esoteric conversations, but it has to make that revenue in three areas. Them talking to developers, they want the developers to make one product, right? And that product is being able to be played anywhere, and have cross progression, cross save, and cross entitlements. So those three things with that, and then being able to be sold in more than one place allows it to multiply income over those three issues that we just said there. So them putting this inside beta and going from the 50 games up to the 250 games right now, it's just them doing checklists, and it's in beta now. So a couple of people that I know on Tuesday will be allowed to do this aspect of it. All of this stuff is also tied to the mobile store and the PC angle on which Microsoft is aligning itself with. Because when you make that one game and you buy it and you're able to play it everywhere, now you want to be able to say, okay, you're able to stream it everywhere. Streaming is a large component into where they want to go with the AI in the cloud. So again, that's the trifecta to it. If you buy that game and somebody tells you, well, we're gonna ready to go to the store right now. Like for instance, your wife is like, yo, we need you to take us to the store because I had to pick up a couple of things. You grab your ROG Ally, you were already playing the game, you grab your ROG Ally, and you just go sit inside the car while they're shopping, or you're walking with them while they're shopping, and you're continuing your play from wherever you was at through that. But let's say that game wasn't inside Game Pass. The ability to allow you to play games that aren't from your Game Pass, that's a bigger boon. But these are console titles that weren't available on PC that allows you to play that. That's where the significant factor comes in. Because you have PC Game Pass and you have Xbox Game Pass. You have PC titles and you have Xbox console titles. That 250 is very significant because it's bridging the gap between the two. A lot of those are console titles that were available for the first time onto the PC platform being able to be streamed over there. So I think it's very significant in their overall strategy, but you're seeing them ramp up their strategy as the OEM devices start to hit the market because they want those devices to have the largest chance to gain a niche as quickly as possible. So let's say for a couple of people that are able to get this product, they can evangelize it based off of, oh, I have my console game and it wasn't available on PC, but I was able to stream it with no problem and it didn't take up any space in my storage. They need to have that conversation around the product going forward so that way it entices more developers from initial. When you're making the game, you make the Windows version with slightly Xbox modifications to it. It won't be any, be honest with you. It won't be any real modifications to it. And that game will be cross progression, cross play, cross entitlements across all platforms. And that changes how you purchase because then you're going to look at that product over the Steam product, over the PlayStation product, because that product allows you to be more versatile with what you're able to do with it. So I love this. I love that they're putting it front and center. I love that they're doing beta testing around it now. I love the fact that they're allowing people to have the conversation before it comes out, as it's coming out, and as it's moving forward. And I think they're doing a great job in letting people know where they're going as a platform, opposed to not having a roadmap. So this is a great thing for everybody involved.
All right. Rachie in the comment section has a question. Says, "What about two players cloud? Do you have any insight or thoughts on two players playing on cloud in terms of like maybe the same game or
Um,
library?"
I don't know. I don't know about libraries. I know like right now what we have is that you have able to have like friend share and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what he's talking about. I don't know how that works, but I know playing against somebody in cloud that streaming is actually fun. Cog said he just did it the other day with the VR. So you got to think about it. Using the VR in a versus game, and it was a combat game with low latency. He said he saw some perceived latency, not too much of it. So I don't know if that's the question that he wants me to answer, but I can say from secondhand that it seems to be pretty stable. But again, I try to stay away from a lot of the beta testing unless they're paying me.
That's very efficient. That's
I'm
pretty
not doing
efficient.
I'm not doing anything for free. So if you're going to pay me, then I'm going to do it because the data that you're getting from me is invaluable to you. So you're going to treat me
Mm.
exactly how you value that data, valuable. So if you're going to give me the product, if you're going to give me the stuff for free, definitely. But if you're not, then I'm not going to do anything for free.
All right. All right. Guys, take notes. Take notes. He's dropping dimes. Ham, thoughts on Tom Warren's news on streaming your own game via
Um,
Xbox PC?
I mean, I like it. It just continues to promote the idea that Xbox does care about the gaming division and wants to see further growth in it. To then be able to add it from just where you can only access it via a browser to their actual
Mhm.
application on the PC itself, as I just got done saying, just continues to promote the idea that they do care in, they care about you being able to play what you purchase from them, how you want to play it. And I like that. I mean, I don't always use it, but I know when I need to use it, it's there and it's nice. Like, I remember there was a few times where we were playing 2K. Matt hopped on his ROG Ally and used stream your own game. I think it was via the browser though, wasn't it?
That was straight up. There's like a cloud gaming app on the ROG Ally, and that's the app I was using, and it worked great.
Yeah, I mean it has definitely made quite a bit of strides from a few years ago where it was kind of hard to keep in the game. It constantly like reconnect you or have like input lag or just I mean just a lot of the problems that come with streaming your games, it seems, have been taken care of for the most part, where as long as you have good internet, it will serve you properly. So I like the idea. As you said, Loke, it's not a whole ton of games, but you got to start somewhere. Just like when Game Pass, I remember Game Pass when I first got my Series X.
Oof.
I'm not even talking about 2017 back then. I'm talking about when I first got my Series X. Remember going to the filter tab and hitting Series S and X optimized games, and there was like 3. there was just like a handful of games, and like at the time all the haters were just like, what'd you get that for? Why would you pay for that service? That doesn't offer you nothing. And now it offers you a ton, and people are trying to say, oh, but the developers, you got to worry about the developers. Like the argument has changed from it's not worth it to you're getting more than what you should. You're getting more than what you should. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen with this, to where, Loke, you're looking at it and being like 250, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna be, all right, well, I'm sitting, I'm just sitting, at a random coffee shop, and I can just, throw on my own game right then and there. No problem.
And let's go. Just like that.
Right off of an application.
And for, to your point about supporting developers, Hazardor Gaming shared some news that there are mass layoffs at Virtuos, the studio behind Oblivion Remastered and the upcoming Metal Gear Solid Delta. So Oblivion Remastered got a ton of sales.
It did.
A ton of sales. Forget Game Pass. Forget the bag they got from Game Pass.
Yep.
But on Steam, they had crazy amounts of people that were playing that game. And Metal Gear Solid Delta is actually tracking to get a lot of pre-orders. They said they're very happy with the pre-orders. People are still getting laid off.
Yeah, because this whole ideology of support the devs has been a lie since its inception. I mean, as we know, we don't go to work for what we hope will get done. We go to work because we know we're getting a paycheck. Just like all of those developers in there and whatnot. What we're paying for is to see them possibly retain and deliver more of the same. But in the moment that we're paying, when we go down that aisle after we pick up our game and ask them to scan it, we're scanning for the future. We're scanning for the future. And majority of the time, the people doing all the knitting for the shoes, the development for the game, just overseeing certain things, 90% of the times those fools have no idea what's going to happen after things like that get purchased. Their job is always up for, up to be relegated to something else. So like the whole idea of support the devs, I like the idea because it sounds cool and all. But the fact of the matter, we're not supporting the devs when we buy these games. We're supporting the publishers. We're supporting the publishers and we're supporting the people that make the most off of the game. So then they can decide, oh man, I made enough. I'm going to keep that person there or something like that. But half the time that doesn't even matter, especially in this day and age when computers are taking over people's job. They're just like, oh, that worked really well. And I can replicate that without that person. So all this support the dev stuff, I like it. I wish it mattered as much as we make it out to matter, but it really doesn't. And at the end of the day, as much as we want to say support, buy this game, it'll keep it. No, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works, unfortunately. Matt, what are your thoughts on Tom Warren's news here on the stream your own game feature?
I mean, it's cool. Like, I use Cloud like almost every night on the Ally to play. Like, I played a decent amount of Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Ally through the Cloud. So, I mean, I'm down to use it. I'm glad they're adding more games. I mean, that list of 250, that's only going to keep growing. And I actually need to go check and see what's on there. See if they've added anything recently. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm happy, excited for it. But yeah, I don't know what else to really say about that. It's cool. People are going to use it, and that's good.
It's all right. Okay. All right. Moving on, we got Paris, friend of the channel, at Vicious696. Says, well, he didn't say, but he posted CyberPunk 2077 update 2.3. So if you click on the picture, there's a couple of things here that are mentioned from the red streams. First is auto drive and Delamain taxi service. So I don't want to run over you guys here, but I'm a big CyberPunk fan. And auto drive and Delamain taxi service was an easy alley-oop win that they never had in the game before. Was like, it makes no sense. It's one of the key things that even happens with Jackie when you're playing the first 3-4 hours of the game. So it was kind of wild that you couldn't do it after, right? So
that's a nice one of the ways you get away.
New vehicles and quests. Exactly. New vehicles and quests to unlock them. I didn't need another reason to replay Cyberpunk, but here it is. Another addition was additional crystal coat customization. Next, we have extra twin tone paint jobs. Next, we have expanded photo mode options. Next is quality of life improvement. I don't even know what that means. Next is improved HDR settings. I guess that's for Ham. AMD FSR 4. That's for Ham and Matt. AMD FSR 3.1 frame generation. We're now speaking Chinese, ladies and gentlemen. No one knows what this is. Intel Intel
Yes.
XeSS 2.0 with XeSS frame generation. That's a bit of Russian for my broskies. Intel HDR 10 plus gaming
Damn.
support.
Well,
Some Portuguese. VRR on consoles. Hey, I know what variable refresh rates are, and more. Uh, listen. I never pretend to know more than what I do. All right.
oh,
King, special guest, give us your thoughts on these updates to Cyberpunk. Do you even care?
I actually care. All right. So the thing what happened with Cyberpunk with me is we had got a review copy, and the great thing about review copies when you get them is they give you the whole shebang, right? Like whatever the DLC, whatever
Mm,
everything is going to be, you get that off the rip, and that's dope. But they told us we didn't have to review the game after all the reviews was coming out. That was bad. Okay, so I got a
yeah.
copy of the deluxe edition that I never got a chance to really play at all because once they said it was bad, I was just like, I'll wait on it. All right, and then the Idris Alba DLC came out, and some other DLC came out, and some other DLC came. I still haven't played it. Still haven't played. I played it a little bit because I thought I was gearing up to give a review, and that stopped. So I got to the part where you're in the house and the girl was in the tub and all that other stuff, and then they send all
Yeah.
the people in. I got to that part. That's so very early on in the game,
Mhm.
and I got to like the boxing part downstairs where you had to fight a guy. That's about it. Very minimum
That
access
was
to the
fun.
game. Yeah, that was dope, right? I said I like it. I like the world.
Yeah.
And then I watched Cyberpunk, the TV show on Netflix. That was good. I'm enthused into the world. Now,
Yes.
the fact that it's super polished and it came on the Switch to, I guess they gave extra optimizations to everyone because they learned how to develop for a potato. They said we can just boost everybody up from there, right? Great, right? So who knew developing for the lowest end helps the highest end? Oh my God, a shocker. Microsoft did that. Series S. I'm just saying
Mm,
all ships will raise. It benefits everybody. If somebody's a fan of Cyberpunk, this is a great thing. If you're not a fan, it's just gonna miss you. But if it's a game that you didn't get a chance to play initially when it was broken, from all intents and purposes, this is what I'm talking about with Ascent. Ascent can look at this and say, no matter how small the budget is for the game, let's fix everything for the people that are fans of the game
yeah.
so they can talk more about the game after the point of sale and after the sales have gone down. So we know it's not selling. That's the second time it's being inside Game Pass. So wouldn't it be great if the second time it came into Game Pass, it came into Game Pass with all this stuff that you're talking about that Cyberpunk is doing? I'm pretty sure that if this
Mm,
thing sold 10,000 more copies based off of all the fixings that they've done after the fact. I think that goes a long way because the sales market right now for it is dead. It didn't reach a service yet. It didn't get to the part that it reached the service, but the moment that it start reaching the services, then you're going to start seeing maybe another DLC pop out here or there. But I think they've done a great job in taking a game that was initially broken and giving back to the community that actually loved the game. And I heard that season 2 of Edge Runners has been greenlit. So again, they're keeping the
Yes.
zeitgeist around it. The game is a wonderful game.
mm,
So at some point in time get a chance to stream it on Frontline Gaming Streams.
yeah, yeah. And to your point about the Ascent and them possibly rescuing the game, people underestimate the influence of word of mouth.
Yeah.
There's so many games that I've tried just because someone was just kept on banging on my head like, dude, play this game, play this game, play this game. One of them being Vampire Survivors. People
Oh
kept
yeah.
telling me this game is addictive and it's amazing. I looked at it and I'm one of those guys, King. I am a PlayStation, like, you know that caricature of
Absolutely.
a PlayStation fan. It's like he wants cutscenes
You're a
and nice
graphics whore.
graphics and whatever. And then when I saw that, I was like, this is nothing. Oh, this is, come on, bro. I can't play this. But people kept telling me it's addictive. Once you play it, you won't stop. I was like, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'll play the damn thing. It was like $2, $3 on Steam. I
Yep.
played it and I caught the bug.
And you
So
purchased
I think
all
that
the
can happen
DLC,
to
didn't
any
you?
game.
You purchased all the DLC, didn't you?
Listen. I'm not trying to judge you. It's fine. Let's move on. It's an amazing game. It's one of the best I've ever played. All right, let's move on. I'm not trying to get exposed yet. Daisy, thank you so much for the super chat. Says the $2 towards Green Texas might kick Loke out. Listen.
Yo.
You think you're funny. You think you're funny, Reezy. You think you
He's
are
trying to
funny.
help you out, man. And you're sitting here
I don't know why
you're
you
gonna
think
throw him.
making jokes.
He literally gave you money in support for your life, and you over here
He thinks
throwing
he's
some shade.
helpful.
Of the
Is what he
American
thinks.
game.
You think you're helpful? You think you're helpful giving me money? You think?
Oh.
All right. Appreciate that, Reezy. When I finally get my green card, I'll holler at you. All right. So King is with me. CyberPunk is back, and we're all happy about this. Matt, what are your thoughts on these improvements? And also, feel free to explain to everyone all of this gibberish about AMDF, FSR4, and FSR 3.1. Like, okay, if you have FSR 4, right? Why do
Yeah.
you need 3.1?
Because FSR 4
3.1
is
for
only
the
available
that's
on
for the frame
on
generation, bud.
Well, FSR 4 is only available on new
One at a time?
AMD cards. FSR 3 is the version of FSR that's available everywhere. Like any card, any hardware
Yeah.
can run that. And frame generation is just generating frames. It's adding frames that aren't really there with a minor, sometimes a minor to major hit in latency. Usually, it's not that bad. Usually, the latency is not that bad. The technology is good enough that it still feels pretty good.
Cutting edge smearing.
Yes, and in fact, on console, if you ever want to see frame gen on console, you can try out Immortals of Avium, which is
Yes.
in Game Pass, has frame generation on console, and it does make a difference.
Matt, before
So
you continue, let's talk about the disrespectful price for Immortals of Avium.
oh, dude, I was in a chat with him. No, I think I was talking to you too, Lo, before, dude. What
Yeah.
was it? It was like 32 cents Immortals of Avium on GG.deals. 32 cents. If you haven't played
32
Immortals of
cents.
Avium,
That's crazy.
grab your 32 cents and go get that shit. I got that game full price and I
Oh,
loved
come
it.
on. I mean, everyone
I
has
mean,
32 cents. I mean, I live in a third world country in Africa. Come
Texas
on,
ain't
guys.
third world.
Y'all have 32
Stop
cents.
right? Texas
Stop
is
it.
a very
Stop it, Ham.
established
Stop.
state.
All right, Matt,
Biggest state in America, like
carry
you
on
said.
explaining to us all of this gibberish.
Well,
Wait, okay,
FSR
so I have a question
is
about this
upscaling.
gibberish you're spouting.
What's up?
You said FSR 4 is
Yeah.
for the latest graphics card.
The
FSR
latest AMD
3.1 is
AMD.
for older graphics cards.
So like
Okay.
okay, so like
So
AMD,
So the
if I-
AMD is for
FSR
AMD, the Intel's for the Intel. That's what you need to
Yes.
know about that stuff.
all that whole list right there is just upscaling. FSR is for AMD. FSR 4 is specifically for AMD. FSR 3 works on literally everything. Intel and Nvidia, AMD works on everything. And then Nvidia has
DLSS.
their own.
Yeah.
What's that?
DLSS is on NVIDIA.
Yes.
Yep.
We have a reverb. I hear me in the background.
Yeah, like it's all that stuff is just upscaling. It's just get more performance. Game still looks good.
It's actually cheap. I think this is the worst crop of video cards that we've had once they put the APU inside the box in order to do this fake generated frames. Before we used to go off of raw power of the machines. I think now, or for the GPUs, I think now the GPUs have just took a 10% increase, but financially they have damn near doubled in price.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe that they're trying to base it off of the silicon. Not actually true at all. The biggest leaps that we've seen, which I've been talking about, is the frame generation stuff, and that's through machine learning. And that algorithm is based off of how much that we buy. They want to introduce a higher price tag to make you think that it's greater than what you previously had. But the tech that he just explained, the reason why you have the 3 point whatever and not the 4.0 is because that hardware cannot run the 4.0. Right. And they made it specifically that way to introduce that high price tag. It's just inflation to the point to make you think that you're missing out on something. And they're going to focus everybody and all engineers. But somebody had said something about people working on a game and then being let go off of successful games. I've explained this is going to be a bloodbath this year. It's going to be an even worse bloodbath next year. And by 2027, I predict at least 60% of all game manufacturers, all publishers will have their developers be AI augmented. And the reason why I can say that because half of the population on Earth are androids. And when I'm telling you that you're Android, this device that you have on you allows you to have a greater access to the world globally at the touch of a button. And majority of the people that do have this have a greater level of knowledge at the usage in their hands. So now when developers and publishers are mandating that the publishers use AI in order to get to a certain point in the game, and it'll be watching you in the corner and it'll be checking your keystrokes and seeing how you got from point A to point B in developing a game, right? When Sam Altman and Satya Nadella can tell you that some people don't need to learn a learning language in programming, that's the same way of saying that when I grew up, I had to go to school and learn penmanship, and that shit is in the garbage right now. Nobody uses it. Everybody's texting and typing. That's a lost language. You are replacing yourself. Literally, you're training this AI to learn how you came to solve a problem. Now it's going to take away your mistakes and be more efficient at the job that you're training it. You're training your replacement. So, of course, when you achieve a great game, because AI doesn't know how to make a great game yet, you do, though. And when you teach it what it doesn't know, you therefore become ineffective because it won't stop working when you have to take a break. When you go home from 9 o'clock, from 5 o'clock, from 9 to 5 or whatever time you work, you put in a 12-hour shift and you felt that you did the best. All you did was teach that thing how to keep going once you stopped. Once you took a break, it kept going. Once you needed to eat or do whatever, once you needed to go on sick leave, it kept going. And what do publishers want? To save more money. Where the cost is coming from? Labor. They don't need to have a union. Why? Because AI doesn't have rights. Y'all not looking at the larger picture. The larger picture is these jobs are going away. AI is rising. When Sam Altman can say that they can drop AGI right now and nobody will really care, that lets you know that they are aware that we will doom scroll and don't outrage yet. These jobs are going to be removed and never come back. And I've been screaming this for a long time, but I don't know how to stop it because it's from the smallest developer. When they can tell a small developer, you only need a team of 3 and you need 4 agents and you can produce qualities like this in Unreal Engine 5 that is tantalizing, that is gratifying to that small developer to get their thoughts and to achieve it and to make a small boat of money. But at the end of that boat of money that they made, some big corporation is going to buy that IP, buy his business, fire them in a couple of years, and use AI to replicate what he did. He or she. That's where we are right now.
Yo, King, this is why I said earlier the whole idea that we had before of our thoughts and what we're trying to do with paying for these games, supporting devs. That's all a figment of our imagination at this point.
It's not real.
It's not true anymore.
They got paid already.
It's not the 90s anymore. It's not even the early 2000s.
It's over.
That doesn't work like that anymore. You are essentially paying for them to just do whatever they want with your money. They're not taking that money and then saying, hey, we're going to keep Jim here because you just paid $60.
No.
Like, that's not how it works anymore.
They don't care about Jim. Not at all. Jim actually was fired the moment that AI hit a milestone. No, as soon as that AI hit a milestone,
oh shit! Yep.
Don't people? They're not really watching because they just want a console war, right? You just want to hate on Xbox fired Microsoft fired 9,000 people based off of AI and cloud. They looked at them and saw them as redundant. That's problematic. 9,000 people? That's a small town. That's a town.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And to casually just say it and then use it as console warring. Yo, bro, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm guilty of it, right? I'm guilty of it. Yeah, I'm guilty. Oh, PlayStation let go 600 people. And then we do this BS caveat in front of it. Well, I feel for the people.
No, you
right?
don't.
No, you don't. Right? You just want to say whatever you want to say on Twitter to be as evil as you possibly could be to the person that you felt they got their get back on you because you're playing Plastic Wars. Cool. It's fun stuff at the time. But I'm telling you now, it's permeating every part of our lives from delivery. Like going back to Kojima. If you play Death Stranding, is a part in the game where you doing your deliveries and you mapped out a significant part of the map. And for your reward, they tell you, oh, well, you can initialize AI bots to do deliveries for you. And Sam goes, oh, that's cool. But for some reason, I think it's a good thing, but I think it's going to come bite me in the ass at the end of this. Ultimately, yes. The same way that they've sent out Ubers and Uber Eats and everybody is doing all this mapping the area and teaching the AI and teaching the algorithm on how fast you're supposed to drop somebody off, how cautious you're supposed to be, the initial time of pickup, the initial time, the end time of drop off, how many people should be in your car, all those type of things are now being automated by these Waymo driverless cars.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking the jobs away from what was initially lucrative. See, what corporations will do is offer you a boatload of money so you won't ask questions and you won't have resistance. But then that money dwindles until it cuts off. And then you're replaced by something that doesn't require the money at all. You're a small investment for a larger pie. And I'm watching and incentivizing smaller developers to stay autonomous, to grab the bag from the corporations, to refuse enticement, and in order to make games. Larger games are the most unsustainable aspect of this marketplace. Smaller games that are made by developers, and it doesn't have to be pixel art games. It could be nice 3D games or whatever, but these smaller independent developers that when we do pay the developer, they do get paid, like Alex Hutchinson, who was, we did the video for, the interview for Return to Revenge of the Savage Planet. His interviews showed me that how Game Pass really pays, because I was under illusion that it paid them boatloads of bread. Because I'm championing it. I'm like, yeah, you're getting paid. Not knowing that they really need that 4-day extra pass thing or the DLC pass thing to even make it to covering their budget. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that's why that they offer this thing. And he's like, yeah, this is the reason why we offer it. So those smaller developers, yeah, when you know, you can say the developer name, you can know that it's not attached to a larger corporation. Yeah, wholeheartedly pay those people. And if you see that stuff inside Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or Nintendo or whatever, and they have a 3-day access, when you buy that, you're directly helping the developer. So just like do your background on your games, figure out who you want to help, how you want to help. Just the same way that you guys super chat here today, and this goes a long way to keeping the lights on in somebody's house or in order to whatever, right? Because everybody's time is money. Understand that, do your background, follow who you love, follow the developers that you love, and support them any way that you can. But knowledge is power, and knowing that buying those little extra things really goes to helping the developer and not to Microsoft or whatever.
Take notes, Mr. 98% right. Sounding like 99%, but all right, let's leave it at 98 for now.
He said that Kojima stuff really
Ham. Man, I'm telling you. Ham, what are your thoughts on these additions for Cyberpunk? And maybe even tell us what are your thoughts on the legacy of this game?
Like, I'm loving that they just continuously support this thing, although they have other projects in the works. They've been talking about, Cyberpunk 2. They got, The Witcher coming out. They got, TV shows in the work, like CD Projekt Red is working. They're doing it for the people. I love it. The whole self-driving thing, I agree with you, Loke. That should have been probably in there earlier, but they did it. I mean, regardless of, oh man, they didn't do it at the right time. They still did it. So they got it in there. That's good. The new vehicles and new quests. That's nice. I always like it when a developer puts like quality of life improvements into the game, because it just shows that they care. They're putting in just the little details, a little extra stuff. It might look like nothing when they just say it like that, but I'd rather them just say, "Hey, we're," and like that phrase to me just says we're still trying.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, when they put quality of life improvements, it just says we're still trying. In my eyes, the improved HDR. Somebody said it in the chat earlier. It was dog. It was dog shit. So so it's good that they improved on that as well for PC in particular. The FSR 4, I mean, that's a quality of life improvement. Same with the frame generation 3.1 for AMD. Look at Intel trying to flex. I like seeing Intel in the building, though. I mean, they've been looking pretty rough the past, damn near decade. But they're still out there showing, trying. I mean, they got more, instead of high price premium. They do have premium products, but they're not as popular as some as AMD and Nvidia stuff and whatnot. But I think they're doing a real good job on some of the low end costs and stuff. So shout out to Intel on that. It looks like they got their HDR 10 plus game support going on. VRR for consoles. That's a chef's kiss right there. I just like the whole idea of a game continuing to support themselves even after they got. I mean, like they were in the gutter. They made people happy with their new updates, and they didn't just stop right there. Yeah. They didn't just stop right there. They could have stopped after Edge Runners and just said, you know what, y'all got the new update. You're good now. We're done. Yeah. But they didn't. They just keep adding stuff, keep giving. Loke, you said it earlier. If I didn't need a reason to already play this, there you go. Mm-hmm. That's what they want to hear, and you just said it. It is what it is. I mean, really, this entire generation for CD Projekt Red needs to be in a video. It needs like they need to make a documentary of what it's like to give so many people so much hope, utterly shit on it, and then somehow use it as fertilizer to rise above what they had thought in the first place.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. They were up high, they went down low under hell, and now they're shaking hands with Jesus. Like it don't make no sense. But they're doing what they're doing, and other people need to take notice and try to. And I'm not talking about these small developers. I'm talking about these big developers like EA and stuff like that. They need to take notice of the kind of stuff that they're doing for their community and how you can take something that's not really nailing it on the head and turn it completely around and make everybody want it. Everybody. Yeah. I mean, you tell somebody they like you tell somebody today they would have had no idea that this game right here got kicked off the PlayStation Store.
PlayStation is not about giving you your bread back, son. They're like,
this game got kicked off the PlayStation Store, but now it's goated in a lot of people's mind.
And
that's crazy.
This is one of the best RPGs of all time.
But it was the
one of the best RPGs of all time.
It was the publisher fault. The publisher forced them. They told them that they weren't ready. The publisher forced them to put the game out regardless. The publisher forced them to put it on Xbox One, PlayStation 4. The publisher forced all these mistakes. Had that game just focused on current gen consoles and just did away with the old gen, had they just had the chance to focus and develop for what they were learning and to refine what they had they given them the extra year to get that game out, they wouldn't have this issue. But those mistakes led to their greatness because they saw egg on their face and they understood you destroying CyberPunk destroys Witcher and any other project you dare to come out with later, because once you destroy that trust with that fan base, remember The Witcher 3 came out broken as hell too. And they had to give all of this info, all that free DLC and all that other stuff back. They're CD Projekt Red, as much as we want to champion them, we should vilify them because they have a habit of serving broken product, but going and fixing it. So you have a sense of, I can respect them for fixing it. But I blame the publisher in the sense that if CD Projekt Red is given the time, and I know they're pretty much vocal with the IPs that they love, then you will reap the benefits of this if you don't push your developers to points of breaking. And I see when you ship a broken game, no developer wants to do that. A publisher does, though, because they only care about the bottom line.
That's all. It's numbers to them.
Yep, that's it.
They don't understand.
How they don't even play
public
games.
Sentiment. You know what? That says it all. I don't even have to add anything to that. They don't even play games.
They say, they said don't mess with our own. We don't mess with our own product.
They don't. When Jim Ryan can pick up a controller and he picks the controller upside down, when he picks the controller up upside down, buddy, get him out of here. Get him out of here, right? I tell you that I've seen Phil play games, and I know that he play games. A lot of times they playing games at night, and I can't jump on and play with them. I'm not messing with you. I got you wilding. I got to go work. But I know the developers that do play games and the publishers and the CEOs and people that do play games, because you can tell the ideology of games, and they talk from a position of love and respect. When they don't, they talk from a position of money and entitlement. And when Satya can say something like, I don't know why your games are exclusive. Notice that everything that's happening now, be it right or wrong, is based off of somebody's perception of exclusivity based off of numbers dictating the fact that they don't understand what it is to have something that is wholly yours and only yours. He comes from a place of putting Windows everywhere, in every PC, on every device. He's the person that I said that wants the first cookie and the last cookie, right? He don't care who eats in the middle, but make sure that he gets the first and the last. And that person is a very dangerous person, because the moment that they don't care what happens in the middle, but they want to be at the front end and the back end, They just want their bread, and they don't care about anything else. And I said the moment that Xbox outsold Windows, it was over. Because now you got we can make money off of that. And now we're going to change it. So again, we're at a point where you got to really understand these CEOs, a lot of them don't play games and they don't care. And they only care about their yachts and their vacations and their time off doing wushu massages. Watch out. I'm telling you now.
See?
Yeah. Don't look at
All
that.
right, but it's not a profitable line, though.
Yeah.
King, is it not a profitable line? Like I don't want to be the guy defending the execs, but I think there's lots of money to be made in giving up exclusivity.
No, okay. That's an argument to be had, right? Now, technically, when somebody tells you that the whole slate is going to be available onto another platform, that's absolutely a farce. Because when you look at it, technically, it can't be, right? You can have majority of titles, and you can have some of the future titles, but technically, it cannot be. That's where the farce lies. But I'm not saying that they're wrong. We're living in an age where I looked at my son, and he plays the majority of his games on his phone, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like, you have a PlayStation 5, you have a Series X, you have VR, you have it all, right? Because he gets my hand-me-downs, right? So as I elevate, so do you. Right? There's not going to be a chance where I'm going to go out and buy a new console just for him. That's not going to happen ever until he goes and he has to earn that right to go get a job and go do that. But as a right of a great student, you're always going to be in the zeitgeist. You're always going to have access to, right? But the way they game is different. They game on tablets. They're not us. So our thought process is broken, and fundamentally, we got to get over the fact that everything should be everywhere. Everything should be in a place where everyone is, because let's say the 80 million sold on the PlayStation, right? How come you can't sell at least 10% to your fan base? How come you can't have 8 million sold in a day? How this is unheard of. When we look at back in the days when you had, let's say, 20 million consoles out there, the sales numbers on games was insane. Like you get a sale number of the first month, 10 million sold. So you're tapping into your fan base. So what is your device doing other than playing games and not fostering sales? Well, free to play has destroyed that. Service games have destroyed that. It has eroded the market. Whereas you can release a game and it doesn't sell, so then you got to remake the game. We'll remaster the game as much as possible in order to generate different sales from the same product that you do have. That's like refried beans. How many times are you going to refry these damn beans? It's the same beans that I ate the first time, but you're going to refry them again. I don't care if you add salt or sugar to it. It's the same damn bean.
This one got cinnamon.
That's the part, right? So it's I agree with you that they got to do something strange for some change. But the console warrior in me, watching my console warrior self die in the process, and they don't give a damn about that. They don't care about that, and they shouldn't, right? Because it's ineffective in this day and age, right? The tribalism isn't really working anymore, right? Where somebody can tell you, "Hey, yo, you want to go play a game of Forza Horizon?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'll go grab my Xbox," and they go, "Yeah, I'll go grab my DualSense." There goes the conversation. That's it. So again, it makes business sense. It just don't make sense to us old dudes that lived in that Nintendo's greater or Genesis is greater. That part is absolutely dead.
It's done. All right. Matt, is there anything you want to add to the comments by King about the death of the console exclusivity cycle or generation?
I mean, he's not wrong. It's, like, also you said it from a business perspective. There's absolutely no reason for them to not be releasing things everywhere, so more people can play it. And for me personally, I mean, like, I was one of the people who, whenever this, I said multiple times, whenever this whole thing started, I was against it. But like, the more it's gone, it's like, dude, I just don't care at this point. Like, if a game comes out on PlayStation, it comes out on PlayStation. Outer Worlds 2, I can't fucking wait for Outer Worlds 2. I don't care that's going to PlayStation. I really don't. I'm gonna play it on Xbox. I'm gonna play it on PC. I'm gonna have fun. It's the same with when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. I'm gonna play that shit. It can go wherever the hell it wants. I'm gonna play it. It's just that's the way it is. It does not bother me in the year 2025 that Forza Horizon 5 is on PlayStation. If anything, I look at their whole strategy now, and they love to say, "Oh, we're doing better than ever." It's like, why did? Well, then if that's the case, then why didn't you do this shit earlier? But is what it is. We all learn lessons and everything, and this is where we're at now. So I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm over it. I'm just here to enjoy the games. Make the games, and I'll be happy.
Yep.
All right. Amity, anything to add to close the subject?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the same boat as Matt and many other people, and like the console warrior in me still feels like it should be standing on that, that obscure block over there that nobody goes to buy nothing. like I feel like I should still be trying over there, but for some reason, every time I go out there, all I feel is the wind, and I don't see nobody. So now that I brought my ass inside and looked around and just like thought about it for a little while, I went from a person that didn't like it at all, that hey, these games are going to be everywhere now, to now I'm a person to like, would y'all come out with that damn console so I can get Steam on my on my hardware now, so I can put it on my TV? Now I'm there. I'm like they told me, like, yo, we're gonna do this or something like that. And now I am like, yo, I would love to be able to play some of my games from Steam on my on a box on my TV outside of using my PC. Wife likes to use the PC, whatever. Because I'm sitting here with Dune Awakening, and they're like, it ain't coming out to console, Xbox, or PlayStation until possibly next year. Well, if I had this Xbox console that had Steam on it right now, I could be playing this right now.
You'd be fine.
I would be fine. So now that they're talking about that, and they're expanding, as we just got done talking about just a little bit ago, more games on the cloud, more games are going to be. Hell, they just made, a RoboCop play anywhere.
Yep.
So I'm just sitting here just like, as much as I was against it, this is way more beneficial for me. And like just looking down the line in the future, how to access stuff, how to play stuff, how to get at things. If I go over to a boy's house that only play PlayStation, I can still log in and have my stuff in some of these games and stuff like that. So as frustrating as it is from my fanboy side, it's really beneficial, actually, right? As much as I want to, do dumbass shit with my hood rat friends, Mama told me to go to bed early for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Mama told you to go to bed. And now all of a sudden I'm a college graduate, and all those other friends, they still bullshitting, doing the same stuff that my mom told me to come inside for. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it. I'm trying to be more adult with this situation, because I let that, frustrated kid come out every once in a while, and I'm just like, I don't like this. All that does is make me look like a fool. It also makes me look like I don't know what I'm talking about, and it makes more sense to the kids when they look at me and say, okay, boomer.
Yeah.
because Because it's not benefiting me in the long run to be mad about it. It's not benefiting anybody else to stay in that way. Same with the business as well. And the kids, and like I see the kids, like we got 4 of them running around the house right now today. They just want access. They could give a damn if it was a Samsung, if it was an Xbox, if it was a PlayStation, Huawei, whatever it is. They don't care. All they want to do is, can I load up Minecraft right here?
That's it.
Give me the device that can load up Minecraft. That's all they care about.
Yep.
So, I mean, I get it. It hurts for us old fogies.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is all of these businesses got into the gaming business sector, whatever you want to call it, for profit. Not to see a bunch of smiley, happy faces from a bunch of different people. They don't care about how you feel. They want to know, can we turn a profit on this product right here? Oh, we can? Let's run it, or let's give it a shot.
Yep.
All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Anyways, personally, I've never really understood. I've never really understood the console war because of where I grew up. Very few people had consoles. So if you had a console, whether it was a Nintendo or a Sega, we just cared about, like, do you have games? Put it on and let's play it. Yeah. Only after I got online, what was it, 2010, 2011? That's when I found out, because when the PS3 came out, I bought it automatically, obviously, because that's where Metal Gear was. And then when the PS3 got boring because there was nothing on it, in my humble opinion, I went to play Gears and then got stuck on the 360, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when the Xbox One comes out, everything goes viral about, oh, you need to buy this or whatever, internet, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have an internet problem. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to buy the Xbox One and continue playing Gears of War. And then Gears was mid, right? Gears of War 4 was subpar. Mm-hmm. But that's when I found out, when I got online, it was with the Xbox One generation, that's when I found out that, dude, did you know there's been a beef between Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo for like 12 years? I'm like, what? I was not aware. I've been jumping between these consoles with no friction, no problem, no arguments, no nothing. So with all of this happening, on a personal note, this has not affected me at all. Because for me, it's always been the focus of, like, I just want to play Metal Gear. Sorry, I just want to play video games. My bad. I didn't mean to say that. I just want to play video games. So yeah, for me, it doesn't change anything. Rachie, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian. Says, I love how Steam's strategy is doing nothing and is fire. A moment of silence or a moment of appreciation for Steam. Can we agree Steam is the premium gaming platform right now?
He's about to lose his lunch in a minute, and it's going to hurt so bad because it's going to be so quick when it happens that the preferred storefront, and I know it's going to sound blasphemous at this moment, the preferred storefront is going to be the Windows storefront. Watch.
Oh my God. All right. Watch. I'm going to go take a shit. That's the 2%. Is this the 2%?
Yeah, okay.
Is this the 2%? Right. Yeah, okay. Is this where you're wrong?
I want you to think about it this way, right? And I'm not saying, because remember, I just think about it. Just think about it. And I'm giving you far-reaching concept, right? Far-reaching concept. Not now. Remember when I told people that the Xbox is going to dominate the PlayStation ecosystem and it's going to happen so quickly and people won't understand it? What the hell just happened? That's exactly what it's going to be. What the hell just happened? The reason why Microsoft doesn't have that Windows Store, you see 3 million sold in the store and a 4 or 5 year old
IP. On you, though.
Yeah,
a lot of people counting on you.
I like them having fun. I like them having fun because those are low vibrational, low mentality people. It's cool. But I respect them.
All right.
Because they're supposed to.
Okay.
I make the content and do with it as you will. And I love the open discourse because the open discourse allows us to have a conversation, and that's what we get paid for. We get paid for conversation, right? And then if somebody can see something your way, or maybe I can see something their way, I understand it. A lot of times people don't understand. I don't talk in the now. I'm a futurist, so I don't talk in the now. In the now, it wouldn't make any sense for me to even make that statement where Steam is dominating everything on the PC. But I just want to fundamentally just give a couple of nuggets. The majority of PCs that are hooked up to the internet, 90% of them run Windows. Windows is the operating system that is inside Linux. It's the baseline. In order for you to get Linux to run, you gotta have Windows, blah, blah, blah. Understand Microsoft right now is getting people over from Windows 10 to Windows 11 in October. If you're still on Windows 10, you're gonna have to pay a price, right? You're gonna have to pay a fee. And that's gonna force people to move over to Windows 11. They're not talking about Windows 12 right now because Windows 12 is going to be the absolute vehicle to usher in the absolute change. That's going to be where you have the Xbox fundamentally built in from the kernel. Now, I can say, because one of our sponsors is HP. Last year, HP had keyboards. Now, this was marketed, and if anybody goes back and look at it, as the biggest significant change to your keyboard. There's going to be a button in the corner that is going to be like your AI assistant, right? This is the reason why Microsoft is going so hard with Copilot. Copilot is in everything that they do from the fundamental basis. They were starting with Cortana, and they switched it to Copilot. Nobody knew the hell who Cortana was. Copilot, and it sounds a lot better. They want you to be the control, and Copilot is in the side. Really, that's really not how it's going. Anyway, so Copilot is going to be there. AI is going to be there. Windows 12 is going to be there. Xbox is going to be there. It's all going to go online with the store. The new user interface with the ROG Ally that you see that's coming out this October is going to start ushering in grooming them into learning how to play the Xbox way. Once you start changing the mindset of the PC gamer to, oh, this is the Xbox way, play anywhere, cross entitlement, cross progression, cross saves, cross everything. Yeah, of course the game is available in other places, but if you purchase it from this one place, you get all these benefits. Then you look and you say, well, damn, that's the beneficial aspect to it. But if you also in Game Pass, you also get all of these benefits. Oh, that actually makes sense. Financially, we're going to the pay rate is going to drop. So you're going to be in the service. Nobody's running to the movies like that, but they're running to Netflix very fast, right? If I would have told you back in the days that Netflix was going to eat Blockbuster's lunch, you would have looked at me and said, King, go jump off a bridge. You're crazy. Bingo, surprise, 2025. It's up. So I'm not talking about now, but I'm talking about in the long haul, the ambition of Microsoft as being a $5 trillion company within the next 18 months is second to none. And there's nothing going to stop them for achieving Bill Gates' ultimate dream. That was to rule the whole PC living room household interface. I understand it. I get it. And sometimes you can fight against it, but I honestly see where they're going. And I know money is the root of all evil. And I know they're going to push that agenda. And I see it happening. And people are like, wow, I get all of this. Yeah. What do you give up? Well, I give up going over here for this. Now, I'm not saying people are going to stop using Steam. They got millions of dollars invested into Steam as far as the company goes. But what if Gabe's decided to get tired and Microsoft gives him a deal that he can't refuse? Because we can predict ABK.
That's a cash deal. Okay, so one of my favorites. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Y'all can interrupt me. That's a cash sale too, because remember, that company is not public. They can just back up a truck to Gabe. And Phil and see when you can give verbiage like I don't need a contract with Phil and Microsoft because we've always been good. That's crazy talk. That was one of the ones that stood up in front of the ABK trial and said they endorsed Microsoft. And it's a wonder why they can talk so freely about Steam being available inside the new Xbox OEM devices and the Xbox official devices. And it's kind of crazy how right now on PC, if you go, you see a lot of your Steam titles in your collection. So if y'all playing this nice, what is really going on? Listen, I'm not a millionaire. I'm a thousandaire. And that concept of how they're moving, if somebody came to my house right now, literally, I swear on everything I love this house. I love everything in this house. If somebody came to me right now, gave me $2 million and said, get out, can I grab my dogs? That's going to be my answer. Because I'm going to.
You can keep everything else.
On everything. I would not look back. That residence, delete, backspace, delete out of my head. So it's a number. Everybody got one. I don't even know if Gabe already came to that number. Because they're playing in a form of nice that is unheard of when it comes to services. Right? Like, what benefit does it put for Steam on Xbox? Somebody asked me that question. I said, I can't give you that because I don't know that. And what benefit does it only benefits Steam, right? So don't you think they're like bring them all in, bring them all in. All right, buy their ass. I don't know. But I know that Satya got, every year they got $80 billion to use. Every year. To rule the PC space, I don't put it past them. Ever.
I think it's funny that a lot of people are in this ideology of like Gabe would stand on so much business, like ain't no way, like this person doesn't have a number. I find it ironic that people think that. Meanwhile, the same people will always say, don't trust executives. Don't trust these corporate people. They always bullshit. They always are doing things that are best for them to line their pockets. But then when it's their favorite executive, oh, he would never do that to us.
Yeah, my wife would never cheat.
Is he really an executive? Yo! Oh my God.
Gabe? Yo.
What?
Just because he
the head of the company.
Yo.
What are you talking about? What?
Don't let the van fool you, bro. Oh, his bank account told you who he was. He said Gabe don't need the money.
Listen, for me, right?
Yeah.
For me, the thing is, like one of my favorite quotes is past performance informs future results, right? This is not the first time that Microsoft has attempted to take over gaming on PC. It's not the first time, not the second time, it's the third time that they're trying. And the idea that because they have more money than God, right?
I'm gonna get you with this one really quick. You're gonna love it. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. The idea that because they have more money than God, they're going to figure this out. For me, it's like Valve also, no, not Valve, Epic also has tons of money. So much money that they're giving good games away. Good games. And people still don't really use their service. I just struggle to believe that Microsoft this time will figure it out. Even if they bought Steam, the PC user base is very different in terms of gamers. The PC user base of gamers is very different to the console user base of gamers. I can see a future, since we're being futurists, I
Mm-hmm.
can see a future where Microsoft, even if they bought Steam, a whole lot of people would be like, I'm not down with this, I'm out.
Hey, Loke.
Because PC gamers are insane.
Mm-hmm.
And Ham was talking about standing on business. No one stands on business in terms of being a customer facing the company. No one
I feel like
stands
you
on
just answered your
business
question right
more
there.
than PC gamers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you just answered your question though right
What?
there. You just said nobody stands
All right,
on
go
business,
ahead.
so why wouldn't you think that this company wouldn't keep trying to get you to make the move? Because nobody stands
No,
on. I
I'm
mean,
not
if
saying
nobody's,
that they won't keep
if
trying.
no one's standing, I mean, we seen it in the PS when the PS2 went to the PS3. Ain't nobody stand on the PS3 when it first started. They're like, yo, 360 doing better. We gonna rock with you. Until PlayStation figured it out and got some stuff going, didn't nobody care. There is a big gap for a lot of people of PS2 to PS4. For a lot of people, so it just people chase value. And here's one value proposition I think that would really kick off Xbox right. Yo, what if they're trying to compete with Steam, in my opinion, I think they should do something like, okay, we have some games that need to connect online, but we also have games like God, where you don't need to connect nothing online.
Facts.
Do little things like that added throughout a long period of time could really sway opinions.
You talk about
whether
actual
something's
digital
worth it or not.
actual digital ownership. If you go to the CES, Microsoft talked about actual digital ownership, owning the license that you're able to do everything that you want to do with. Those conversations is already being had. And I don't say I don't agree with everything that you're saying. I agree absolutely with everything that you're saying. But I also see a scenario where absolute wins. Right? When I asked my wife out, it took me a couple of times. Persistence, determination determines the victor. Oh, I got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, the fact that you ain't got a ring means I got a shot. Persistence, determination determines the victor. The first time you started up this channel, I'm pretty sure things didn't go right. But your consistency and your persistence in that space was good.
It was rough.
Yeah, but look at you. You understand? So every time, you're not going to hit 1 million. You're not. But given that opportunity, that lane, always got to be in a position to win and always refine what you've messed up going forward. Listen, no generation has Xbox beat PlayStation. Not one time. Not one time. And everybody can sit there and say the 360 was the best. Yeah, it's still lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? It's still lost, but that's the part that you identified the most with because that was the part where you had the most fun with, and that's what you tied your feelings to. Now, remove the feelings out of it. PlayStation has been highly successful for generations. And the reason why I can tell you hashtag no PlayStation 6, which sounds crazy on the surface, right?
Yes, it does.
You know, it looks absolutely nuts. And listen, I know they have active silicon in research and development at the moment. I know this for an absolute fact. I also knew the timeline in which they were setting the ship. And then I'm looking at the timeline on what Microsoft has going on. And then I'm putting it against AI and the advancement in AI. My only caveat when it came to that aspect is what transpires after a deal. And it was certain checkpoints in order for that thing to become a reality. Now, I'm not saying that it absolutely is. Let's say it does ship. Let's say they decide not to use a 6 number and you use the PlayStation, whatever the hell. I don't know what technology looks like in 2028. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if they say, okay, well, a silicon, because what they're working with as, what is that, Amethyst? That's software that they're working with AMD. It's not hardware. They are researching hardware, though. Now, let's say the software that they make is so robust that it pushes AMD to a different space and they align themselves with Sony in that aspect. Great. And now Sony develops a device that actually comes out. I think they handheld is going to be super successful. I think it's going to be so successful that it removes the PlayStation 6, that it gives the PlayStation 5 Pro extra life. It allows that handheld to give it extra life. And by 2030, you say, okay, we're ready to release a 6. But what does the technology look like in that time? What has Microsoft done during this time? If there's any generation that Xbox and Microsoft can ever be as successful as PlayStation, is the next generation. This generation is a wash, but at the tail end of this generation, they're being super successful. I'm talking about Microsoft is. While PlayStation is figuring it out, Microsoft seems to have figured this part out and letting go of exclusivity and allowing themselves to let the company be the company. Because everybody's always told you, we're waiting for Xbox and Microsoft to use their money. Well, surprise, money time. Right? So they're using it, doing it the best way they possibly can. I honestly view a dominating situation as from, and I know people are going to say, King, it's just because you're an Xbox fanboy. No, it's because I got stock in Microsoft. But I truly see, oh, snap. They are the evil empire that they were talking about. They do want to eat the whole cookie. Oh, they're not a wholesome people. Oh, they really don't give a damn. Oh, this is true. And those who are the greediest is going to be the winner. And that's not fair in life. And I'm not talking about being fair. I'm just saying I can see them buying Gabe out. And once, who's going to leave their Steam library? If they brought Steam right now, are you going to leave? No.
No. I'll wait to see what they do. If they mess it up, I'll leave. If they mess up the experience, I'll leave.
I mean, if they leave
but
it
if they keep it as is,
yeah, they leave it the same. Let it run.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, so
I'm good.
Because everybody got to remember what ABK looked like before Microsoft brought them. There was a lot of misogyny, a lot somebody unalive themselves, is a lot of harassment, is a lot of DV. It was a lot of stuff that was going. There's a reason why that company was where they was. Its stock fell to the bottom. Remember, they started putting live service games. We didn't know what Fallout 76 was. Everything was in disarray to get to that point. Now they're putting Avowed out, Indiana Jones, remaster of Oblivion, Doom: The Dark Ages. They're allowing ABK to be ABK, just with influx of cash. I honestly believe that in that whole acquisition of something that is a private equity, that Gabe would stay on in an advisory part, the same way as this guy Todd Howard is watching over what's going on with Bethesda. I believe that would be a thing. And making sure that they don't bastardize his baby, his product. And I can honestly see that. I don't understand why they're together. I know it's a benefit for me, but when my mother always told me a thief and a liar walk hand in hand up the street. They're inseparable. I'm not calling them a thief and a liar. What I'm saying is you can't unseparate the two. And for some reason,
of a feather.
Exactly. Why are they so intertwined? Everybody's telling me, oh, they can't wait for their ROG to play Steam games. You could do that now. Why do you need the ROG? Because you want the Xbox tie-in. Something's happening there that makes other people excited about it. I don't know. It just seems too coincidental. And where there's smoke, there's absolute fire. Just saying.
Oh man, I hope Xbox does this. Listen. You paint a pretty picture, and I hope you're wrong because I don't trust. I don't trust them to do and maintain what Steam has done and maintained over the last 15, 20 years now.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
Don't be afraid.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be scared. Don't say it like that, man. Don't say it like that. I'm uncomfortable now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially 20 minutes over our allotted time limit. TSWS presented to you by the humans at Microsoft paying us through Game Pass. Thank you so much for sponsoring us, Xbox. We appreciate it. I'm joking. I'm joking. This was a joke. This was a joke. Please laugh, everyone. Please laugh. Before we go, Matt, plug your channel. Tell people where they can
Yo,
find you, etc., etc.
you can find me on YouTube, Malik's Games, videos every week. I have one out tomorrow. Podcast every week. Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern is the L3R3 podcast with myself, Hardy's Mike, and it's me, Twan. Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern is the two-player podcast with myself and Ham Solo. That's where you can find me, and then also here Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern for bullsitting with you guys.
Don't say it so fast, Matt. Don't say it. Take your time. Let everyone hear you.
I didn't
Like
feel like I
enunciate the
was.
words, brother. Relax.
Bro,
All
I'm
right.
good.
I'm actually subbed
I'm
to you.
Mr.
relaxed.
98%.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh,
King,
man.
go ahead. You're saying something?
No, I said I actually subbed to him. like,
All right.
I bop in
Good
on
stuff.
everybody's stuff, and I'm a lurker, so I look at people and I'm less like support.
God bless.
Okay. Appreciate that. So that's why you came in right at the top talking about Kojima, because you're like, all right, let me get this guy relaxed. And then
No.
everything.
Actually, no. That just happened to been serendipitous to it because, and you know what? I never talked about gameplay. I never talked about graphics. I never talked about anything. I just talked about the spiritual nature in which how I felt that Kojima attacked his product. Yo, ridiculous. Yo, you're gonna
Don't get
stop
me
the
started
slander,
again.
man. Stop the slander with my man, son.
Oh, come on.
We don't have the capacity.
Yo, this is ridiculous.
Again,
son.
you know what? That's actually a good one. That's
Yeah.
actually a good one, because King, you were already complimenting Kojima again, and you know what? I don't have the capacity for any more today. I'm good. I've had my fill, brother. I am all right.
It's just talking
Okay.
about from that aspect. But again, all right, so you can catch me at Frontline Gaming Streams where I'm playing Death Stranding Director's Cut. And y'all can hear me while I'm playing the game, being enamored with certain aspects of the game that I found actually ridiculous and fun. Also, you can watch me playing Demon Slayer. Right now, I got to give Sega their respect. Thank you, Sega, for giving me the copy in order to get ready for the second version, and I'll be reviewing that with Lord Attic, and I'm going to beat the brakes of Lord Attic. If y'all could check the goal, I have a goal up going over there. Once we hit that goal, I'm going to put hands and feet on Lord Attic. Trust and believe it. It's going to be live. We're going to record it. We're going to do it 2 times. So just in case he didn't remember the first beating, we're going to make sure that we give him a second beating so he can put some respect on my name, because he thinks that the king just don't do that. But I do this, and I do it like I do it for TV. But Xbox Frontline News, where I drop videos daily, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, will definitely be going up today. We'll be talking about a lot of things that I found out. Now, I did tell y'all guys the other day that, Xbox was coming out with hardware in 2026. And a lot of people said, oh, they know they're not king. Well, boom, look at you now. Look like you should have listened to me, right? I do understand from a lot of the groups that I do go to and meetings that I do go to that they do have OEM products from some people that haven't been announced yet. And I'm going to an event in August. And if I get the okay, I'm going to be able to tell you exactly what those OEM products are and where they're coming from. You're going to be surprised with what I have to show you and what's coming back from it. So please stay tuned to that. But it was a blast hanging out with you guys today. I told Ham Solo before, he can always ring me up. He actually has my phone number. Not too many people do. But anytime he needs me on the show, he can ring me up, and I'll definitely show through, because that's my guy. When we got a chance to build, that was PAX, right?
Yeah, PAX East.
Was that PAX East? Yeah, we got a chance to talk. We build I'm all about giving free knowledge. If I have any information on anything to help anybody in this community, especially he came out there with lordsofgaming.net, that's our website, and Ham was instrumental in learning. He was a vessel to be filled, with knowledge, and he implemented it, and he's telling you about Doom. That game that he's playing, that he got that from when we was at PAX East.
Yep.
So it's putting boots on the ground. It's actually getting outside and having the work that you're able to do. Now, a lot of people can't for whatever reason, and that's cool and that's commendable, but not for lack of trying. So I will always tell people to try their hardest to get to these events, to build these relationships with these developers. Don't just get all your information from off the web. Do the research, get it done, have relations with these people, and reach out to these companies, because if you're in remote places, they want your input. You're more valuable than you think, and start showing your worth. Stop giving away your information for free. Stop doing reviews for games that you've purchased. Now, maybe that might work for you, but reach out for them first and get a no from them first, and then do the review and send them your review. That if they would have did this for you, they would have got this type of review, and maybe they look at your review and say, you know what, next time let's send it to him, because he or she did a fantastic review on a game that they purchased, and it was unbiased, and we need more of that. And look at the reach, and send them your metrics. Do those things and you're gonna grow. Trust me. That is beastie. You gotta stop with that. Oh my God, they're evil with you. Yo, I gotta have you on my show that you're not slandered like this. One man should not be slandered. It should be a slandering of the team, at least, bro. This is disrespectful.
Yeah. I look forward to being on a podcast where I'm not getting slandered most of the time. I look forward to that. King, thank you so much for coming through. We really do appreciate it. Please do not block me after this pod. I also had tons of fun.
Bless you.
Hamothy, help us keep it gaming. Give us your outro so we can get up out of her.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks everybody for joining. As I said earlier, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit subscribe to us, show us some love on any platform that you see TSWS Gaming on. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you soon. I believe tomorrow Look will be doing everything plus gaming. And then on Friday, we'll be back sitting as usual for our Friday soiree. We love to do it. But we will see y'all tomorrow. As I say, as usual, y'all suckers out there, keep it gaming, keep it moving. It's your boy Ham Solo signing out. Peace.
Peace.
Later.